Hello friends, this is Coldrun back with Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. We are here looking over the ruins of what used to... or it's not even the ruins, we're just looking over the island where the Tower of Zot used to be before we came and kicked its ass. And so let's progress with the story now and see what comes next. Thancred. The Jewel of Thavnair. I do wonder whether we're going to now be able to go into Radz-at-Han. That would be awesome. And I was also thinking, when I first logged in today, there was that recommendation screen that you get. Where the heck is that? Recommendations. And it gave all these sightseeing clues, and I was... Ooh. It actually tells me that when... This is really cool. When there's a zone that you're in that has hunt marks in them. I didn't know the recommendation screen showed this. That's really good. I used to go through my hunt bills one by one and like try to find them, but no, I just pull up recommendations. It tells me what's in the zone. That's beautiful. Good job, game. Anyway, it said all those sightseeing logs are there, or sightseeing clues are there, which I didn't find. And then I noticed that it didn't say I soaked in all that Thavnair had to offer. It said I soaked in all that Radz-at-Han had to offer. So maybe there's nothing that's just kind of here in Thavnair outside Radz-at-Han. Maybe it's all in Radz-at-Han. That would make sense. Anyway, Thancred, Jewel of Thavnair. Thancred is rested and ready to set out. Had enough rest, have you? You never were one for being idle. Right. Varshan bade us to come to Meghaduta at once, at our earliest convenience. I don't remember what Meghaduta is. The others will join us once they have finished tending to the prisoners. Ah, wait. Once, on second thought, you and Estinian should go on ahead. I need to make a quick detour by the Great Work. Are you going to tell Mattia that... Oh, no, okay. We left Graha in the alchemist's care, you see. Best to fetch him before he's crammed into a specimen jar. I mean, he's not a dragon, so he's not, like, infused with dragon blood, so I think he's not in danger of that. Estinian, just you and me, then. The guardsmen at the gate should wave us through. Oh, the Meghaduta, I guess, is the... maybe that was the name of the palace that we went into in Radz-at-Han. We've returned to Radz-at-Han, to the gates at least. We'll see if they let us into the city proper, or if they just shuffle us directly to the Meghaduta again. What's it called? The I don't know. I don't remember what it's called. Estinian. The tower gone. I expect the state of alert will be lifted. That's right. There's going to be a whole economic revival in this place. Is there any new quests to be had here? No. Okay. Radiant Guardsmen. Ah, honored scions, you are free to enter at your leisure. As I cannot leave my post, I'm afraid you must make your own way. Perfect, that's what I was hoping for. Should you require directions in the city, the sentry stationed at the fountain atop the steps should be glad to assist you. Excellent. We get to explore the Jewel of... I guess it's called the Jewel of Thavnair. We get to explore Radz-at-Han, the Jewel of Thavnair, on our own. The Gate of First Sight. Oh, that's the... Oh! I wonder if... No, that's not it. I was going to say, I wonder if the eye... Wait, okay, there's two things that are occurring to me. Yeah, I was going to say, first off, I was going to say, is the fact that there's a single eye watching you, I think it's supposed to be like the dragon's eye, like even if that's not what most people will know. And the fact that it's only one eye means that is because the dragon only has one eye. But then I thought, no, because the dragon only recently, because Varshan only recently showed on the scene, so maybe this is just a new thing. But then, so maybe the dragon had two eyes most of his life, but then it hit me, again, like a double 1-2 punch, that maybe that we heard in one of the quests earlier that one of the people was worried that Varshan, like about the kid that Varshan was replacing. And so I'll bet every so often, every few years, or every however many years, not a long number of years, the dragon has to replace the automaton so it doesn't give away the game. It has to make it look like there's Varshan is probably Varshan the 732nd. The previous one was by a different name, but they were all like variants of Vrtra that he puts out into the world under different guises. And so Vrtra's probably had one eye for a long, long time, since he decided to remain secret. That's my guess. Estinian. Though I have been to Radz-at-Han before, this place is a veritable maze. Rather than risk getting lost, we'd best ask for directions from the sentry at the fountain. Lead the way, and don't expect me to act as your tour guide like certain others. I will not. Okay. So, yeah. We are entering at the Loyal Rise. So just, yeah, we're rising up into... It's a weird name, the Loyal Rise. I guess the Rise were people who are loyal approach. Maybe? Ethernet access to Alzadal's piece. Yeah, very interesting topography in this city. Just like it starts low, goes... It's really like built in harmony with the mountains around it, which is an interesting city structure. Attentive Radiant. Oh. Someone's in the way. Ah, Mistress Kukushu, I presume. I understand you are here for an audience with the satrap. If you require directions to Meghaduta, I should be glad to provide them. The satrap residence is situated in Dharma, the highest part of Radz-at-Han. To get there, I would ordinarily recommend a route that takes you by the bazaars in the city's north. Due to the state of alert, however, most businesses are currently closed and the aetheryte disabled. As such, I will provide you with an alternate path. Please first ascend the steps next to this fountain and then continue left. There will be more steps, and upon descending them, you will emerge on Paxa's path. Proceed through the large door on the right, and you will arrive at Ruveda Fibers. Within you, I am so sorry again for all the butchering of Hindi that I'm getting here, or of Indian names at least. I don't know if they're Hindi names. Indian-inspired names, whatever they are. Ruveda Fibers. Within you will find another sentry who will give you further guidance. In other words, Estinian. In other words, we head up. Sounds straightforward enough. Yeah, the fact that you said, like, oh, thanks for the advice, tells me that you would be a crap tour guide, Estinian, even if you wanted to be. Again, just the colors here, the red and blue and green and yellow, and this is just... Like, if you look at the colors on any of the, like, Limsa is like red and black. Gold and black for Ul'dah, yellow for Gridania, and here though it's like fuck it, just put them all in. So this is Artha, and they said that this Radz-at-Han Aetheryte Plaza. They said this is not working. Oh, look at the player named Cosmo Memory. Nice little Final Fantasy VII reference there. According to the message on the base, the Aetheryte has been temporarily disabled. Interesting. So they really don't want me using this right now. And this is the bazaar. Look at this. It just, place is so busy. So many players. Gemstone Trader? What is a Gemstone Trader? The shop's closed. Okay. Yeah, so you know what? Let me respect this. Let me respect this, and if I see a sightseeing point along the way, I'll look at it, but I will not hunt it out until the game tells me that, like, this part of the city's open. Oh, I was just looking around in complete defiance of what I said before, and there's a little sightseeing path here. Or not sightseeing path, it's a conversational point, I guess I'll call it. So this is, maybe this is like a temple to an elephant Manusia? Or Murga? Estinian, let's talk first. You heard the sentry, we head up. Oops, sorry. Okay. Discuss the sumptuous portal. Ah, yes, I know about this portal. It leads to a nearby isle, the treasure vault of one of Radz-at-Han's wealthiest families. They took the god of luck for their guardian. Is this going to be the new treasure vault? The kind of place that, like the treasure map place where you can get kicked out randomly? On account of which they occasionally open up a section of their vaults for aspiring treasure hunters to try their own luck, or so they say. Yeah, this has got to 100% be that. There are also coffers hidden across the land that act as portals. Find one and you gain access to the vault. Yep, there it is. Something to bear in mind in case you exhaust your funds while on the road. It is a troublesome experience, as I can personally attest. Yeah, I was going to say, do as... I was about to say, do as I say, not as I do, but, like, Estinian is admitting that, like, yeah, he gets into that trouble, too. We're traveling up Alzadal's Peace into Paxa's Path. I wonder who Paxa is. And I wonder who Alzadal is. Got a person here, Imphie. Now that foreign vessels have stopped visiting ports, our silks and other specialties have begun piling up. It's a proper surplus of riches. Hopefully that surplus will be going away now that the tower is gone, but it sounds like you're still on a high alert, because, you know, Tolof-Roy shenanigans might be afoot, maybe. Ruveda Fibers. Ooh, who's that? Sihanbat. What with the shipping routes all closed, our storehouses are practically overflowing. We'll probably need to halt production at some point, but it pains me to deprive our weavers of their work. Right, we know that the city is known for its weaving and its alchemy. Watchful Radiant. Heading to Meghaduta, are you? In that case, please follow this hallway to my right and go through the door at the top of the stairs. You'll emerge at the entrance to the airship landing, where another sentry should be on hand to assist you. Incidentally, if you ascend the steps on either side of me, you'll find the workshops of Ruveda Fibers. Though you are free to observe the artisans, take care not to lose your way. I have a map, thank you, though. So these are apparently open. So let's check here. Oh, sightseeing point. Excellent. Hasya. Welcome to Ruveda Fibers, proprietary cocoonery, where we lovingly raise our silkworms to spin the finest fabric in all the land, in all the realm. The silkworms depend on us to survive, and raising them keeps us quite busy, but 'tis a labor of love in trying to turn a profit. I wonder what it's like, what raising silkworms is actually like. Is it like shallow pans where you raise them? I guess it has to be. Jinabaha. Oh, a traveler are you? A fine time for a visit, I must say. Well, perhaps you'd be interested in some of our textiles. Thavnair is famous for them, you know. Faveda. Well, hello. Oh, shit. Well, hello there. Curious about our work here? I was just bringing in threads to be dyed. Reeled straight off for the cocoons, in fact. I want to look... After this, I'm going to look up a video on, like... I don't know, thread making. That sounds really cool to see how to see how they come about. How do I get over there? Oh, I jumped down. Probably. Yes. Ruveda Fibers. The state-sponsored workshops, okay, it's state-sponsored, that's interesting, is famed for producing silk thread of exquisite quality. Its sericulture and weaving techniques were once jealously guarded secrets, but security measures have become lax since Ulda and other nations began manufacturing their own silk fabrics. That's surprising. I would have think they'd have grown more stringent. I'm actually Googling this right now. Dictionary.com. Sericulture. Again, guess by context what it is, but I want to be sure. The raising of silkworms for the production of raw silk. Okay. That's more specific than I thought it would be. Is this just more wind weft? I thought this was going to be a balcony, but no, it's there's a whole section, a whole new section. God, the colors in this place. What the fuck, game? Sorry. I'm trying to not cuss so much. Like I'm not against cussing, but it I don't know, it dampens the impact when you do it too much. But this just, it takes my breath away, it really does. That shard, though we won't be able to teleport to here until the main one opens up. Marine. Let's see now, the foodstuffs sent from Palaka's stand go here, and yes, we must remember to buy gifts for the villager children afterward. Aw, gifts for kiddos. Yeah, so this is wind weft. So maybe just because this is like an open, windy space. Baha Firaz. The silkworms do love mulberry leaves. Not that they don't eat other kinds, mind you, but these seem to be the best option for the little fellow's cocoons. Mulberry leaves. I think that's a real... I mean, I know mulberry is a real thing in real life, too. A challenge? Probably not too much of a challenge, but I know that you can't fly in cities, so maybe this is just like a jumping puzzle sort of thing to get up to that. Nilopala nourishments. Vishrad. I see you've taken a liking to our Hamsa friend, of course. Oh, look at that! After all, what's not to adore? Those gentle eyes, the strangely pleasing smell of their feathers. A number of these birds were previously housed at a farm on the Perfumed Rise, but yeah, we know it was destroyed. But we had to bring them here when it was destroyed by those terrible beasts. How much I would like to let them roam free once more. Don't worry, friend. I've met your caretakers, and they'll be ready to take your plump, adorable self on. So this is Dharma. How do we get up there again? Is this like a... I don't think we can jump to the top of this thing. Is there... I'll bet we have to get up to the top there and jump down. Let me take a little bit more look around. So when they say Nilopala nourishments, it sounds like it's nourishments specifically for the Hamsa. Unless these are like future chicken nuggets. That's what they mean. Kufie. Welcome to Nilopala Nourishments, where we specialize in the breeding of Hamsa. Okay, no, it's not. Okay. The traditional livestock of Thavnair to ensure eggs and livestock of impeccable quality. Were named for our founder, Nilopala, who is not only the Isle's foremost Hamsa breeder, but also developed the method by which the beast's toxin glands may be removed to render their meat edible. Okay, so chicken nuggets after all. A remarkable discovery, wouldn't you agree? And I'm not a vegetarian. I'm not opposed to eating the occasional Hamsa, or more than occasional Hamsa. Yeah. Look at this plump boy. Or girl. I don't know what... Oh, they're so proud. Those little wings. God, yeah, drink up, friend. I don't mean to sully your water. God, they're so friggin' cute. Back to Poxa's path. Vigilant Radiant. If you're here for an airship, I'm afraid all flights have been suspended until further notice. So the Estinian, so the state of alert is still in effect. Perhaps it's for the best. That aside, we're not here for an airship. We have business at Meghaduta. Vigilant Radiant. Oh, in that case, permit me to direct you. From here, it's quite simple, really. Ascend these steps and then continue straight ahead across the bridge. You cannot miss it. But we're going to backtrack a little bit here, just because I really want to see if I can access that sightseeing point. Oh, what's over here? Airship landing. So is this just closed off? No, we can get into it at least. Mila Sharaf. Ah, were you hoping to catch a flight as well? Sounds like it's going to be a while before they'll be up and running again. I understand they're just trying to keep everyone safe, but the economy is going to suffer if they put a stop to all trade. There must be some other way. Yeah, I don't blame you. That's a tough lot. So this is, yeah, just the airship landing and where we'd pick one up. I wonder if we'll actually be able to use an airship. I haven't used an airship since, like, I've used an airship like once in this game. Maybe once, when you first got access to it. Feels like they could use it somehow or expand on it to give you some incentive to use them. I don't know. So another conversation point here at the hatchery, or the Nilopala nourishments. Discuss Dharma. Estinian. Ah, I remember passing by here with Vrtra. Situation being as it was, he regretted not being able to show us the sights. Life has yet to return to normal here, but when it does, you ought to pay another visit. Though the city is confusing, the food is quite good. I'm partial to Hamsa myself. The meat's surprisingly tender and flavorful. I bet it does taste like chicken. Dinner is pissed. Ooh, another sightseeing point over there. Meghaduta. The palace of the satrap serves not only as residence, but also as the center of Radz-at-Han's government, meaning cloud messenger in the old Archasodra tongue. Meghaduta was built at the summit of a rocky megalith, its great doors admitting an endless stream of servants, petitioners, and official visitors. Major props to them if they're able to hide a dragon in with all that, with that huge stream of people going in and out. So we got access to the Meghaduta Ethernet. Oh, Moon is beautiful here too. I still haven't figured out how to get to that sightseeing point yet. I will though, one day, just not right now. Meghaduta attendant. Greetings and welcome to the Meghaduta. Not the Meghaduta, to Meghaduta. May I inquire after your business? Estinian, we are members of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, come at the invitation of His Excellency. Meghaduta attendant. Ah, of course. We have been expecting you. I will show you into the audience chamber if you would please follow me. Thank you. Yeah, the curtain's raised right now.
Are we the last to arrive? I hope we've not kept you waiting.
Not at all. Your comrade is feeling better, I trust.
Much better, thank you. Harness remedies are certainly potent, in more ways than one.
What does that mean? They got him drunk or something?
One becomes accustomed to the taste.
Oh, okay.
Although I hope you never have cause to do so. Pray, take your ease.
Yeah, so they taste like crap. Okay. Or they taste very strong, at least.
Full glad I am to see you all unharmed.
Likewise, cat friend.
Valiant scions, for your heroism, you have my boundless gratitude.
And thank you to Azomagia. Let me know if I'm not sure if it's a hard G or a soft G, but to Azomagia for pointing this out, that Vrtra is probably the first dragon that we've met to speak in human, in like non-dragon speak, that actually just doesn't do the whole, like doesn't use their native language. That's really cool, just because he's been among humans so long, as they mentioned.
You cast down that dire tower and set free its hapless captives. You cleanse their souls of its corrupting influence.
I did indeed.
No words of thanks will suffice. In place of platitudes, I offer a bounty of warding scales. Pray accept your due reward, along with the goodwill of Radz-at-Han.
I will. Thank you so much. And this will be put to good use.
The land were put to work in the forging of your talismans. The finished ones have been collected, and now await you at the high crucible of Alchemia.
I'm sorry to go back to. I know that algebra has like Arabic roots. Where does the word alchemy come from? Alchemy etymology. Yeah, from the Arabic alchemia, the art of transmuting metals. That's really cool.
Present this letter when you are ready to take them into your possession.
And it makes sense that this is like an Aura town, just given the whole dragon thing.
We are humbled by your generosity. Know that the inventive wisdom of Radz-at-Han will be vital in restoring serenity to our star.
Every single one of those scales came from you, didn't they? You must still be in such pain.
I didn't even think about that. Holy shit, yeah. Just ripped raw.
'Tis of no moment. A mere annoyance compared to the dreadful suffering inflicted upon this land and its people.
Vrtra, I think, is best boy. I think Vrtra might be best boy.
Albeit brief, my involvement in the Dragonsong War afforded me a glimpse of the myriad sorrows which consumed both dragon and man.
I was gonna say, isn't that another time, another place? But I mean, this is their brother, so no, that wasn't. It's not like this is. It's not like this isn't not all dragons know each other, Steven, sort of thing. This is, yeah, this is these brothers.
You were half a world away. Such tragedies as befell your kin must have affected you deeply. And yet, you chose to live among men.
That's a good point.
In the age when that conflict first bloomed, my choice had already been made.
I wonder if he was...
place, man slew dragon, and dragon slaughtered man. Yet no hate could I muster for those smiling faces which did look to me for guidance.
Wait. He just brought the dragon song music in and I didn't even notice.
Not even my brother's righteous rage could rally me to his cause. I huddled here, secret and still, hoping against hope that which I had built would remain untouched by the chaos and carnage.
'Twould seem we share the same desire for peace, great Vrtra.
Vrtra, not Vrtra.
I wonder if we might trouble you with another question. The Telophoroi are intent on recreating the final days, an apocalyptic event which we know to predate the sundering of the star.
Of course, if anyone would know, like... well, no, I mean, I don't know. He doesn't necessarily have knowledge of that. He's not that old, but, like... God, I'll bet if anyone knows anything, I'll bet Vrtra might.
As the longest lived among us, know you aught of this terrible cataclysm?
Cataclysm? Because his Joel is a cat? No? Okay.
Nay, when war and strife drove my sire from his home, he crossed the great expanse with only our unhatched eggs as company.
Yeah, so even Midgardsormr wouldn't really know.
Source, its 13 reflections long since scattered beyond the rift.
That's something that's still wild to me that I don't often think about. That, like, Midgardsormr, it's not like the 13 shards are the universe. It's like a star. It's one set of worlds and dimensions. And Midgardsormr came from somewhere else. Some totally alien place.
Of events preceding his arrival, he knoweth not, save that which Hydralin hath deigned to disclose.
So it's not that he's not that old, it's that he's older and farther removed from that conflict, like he came to the conflict later. That's a neat piece of world building.
See. So again, 'tis the inscrutable Hydralin to whom you must look for answers.
Well, she's more tangible in this expansion than she has been. I can't help but see that scar now running down his back. Oh, Vrtra.
If so, I have a tale which may afford you some small comfort.
Lay it on me, Vrtra.
'Tis a story from my youth, many years ago. To my sire, I once posed the question, of all the stars in the sky, why didst thou settle upon this one?
A good question. I guess I had just assumed it was the first he was traveling through the vast expanse of space, and just as the Sharlayan settled on like the first high rock that was not flooded, like maybe this is the first habitable place, but maybe not.
To which Midgardsormr did reply, "'Twas the last bastion of hope."
Okay, what happened outside of this place?
So long as Hydaelyn endured, so too might dragonkind. Solemn and portentous were his words. What deeper meaning they held, I could not, dared not pursue. 'Tis a stone I've left unturned ever since.
So something about Hydaelyn is tied to, or led Midgardsormr to believe that dragons had hope to thrive and live here in a way they wouldn't outside of Hydaelyn's influence. I don't know what to make of that, but that's what I'm getting from this.
Yet take you solace in the knowledge that whatsoever Hydaelyn does strive towards, 'tis an ideal which hath earned my sire's conviction.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we end up having to fight Hydaelyn in some way, but I don't think it's going to be like because Hydaelyn is secretly an evil puppet master. I don't think that's the case.
Thank you, Vrtra. You've given us warm reassurance in a world gripped by cold uncertainty.
While I'm sure we all have a great many questions, I think it's time we collect the talismans and be on our way. Our fight against the Telophoroi is far from finished.
No, it's barely started. There's like a million towers, so where do we go next? Is this where we go to Garlemald?
But please do inform us if we can provide any further assistance.
Or was there a tower closer to Sharlayan? I don't think there was, but I don't know what the next tower we're going to is. Nice curtsy, Kryl. Kryl's friggin' adorable.
Prithee, a moment.
Okay, that's to me.
There is one whom my sire hath judged worthy of honor and respect. The one known to men as Eorzea's champion. This hero of renown and rumor. 'Tis thee.
Yeah, 'tis me. I do remember that. Midgardsormr and I have crossed paths, yes. This makes it sound, or I only wish he could be here with us now. It makes it sound, Midgardsormr and I have crossed paths, yes, makes it sound like we're in hostilities. Like we have a hostile relationship. And we've certainly had an antagonistic relationship. I mean, we fought him in Keeper of the Lake, and he took away our Hydaelyn blessings for a while, but even politically, like diplomatically rather, I'd want to say I only wish he could be here with us now. And I think we're on good terms now, so absolutely. He saved our asses before.
I know of his clash with Omega, and the long slumber which was his price.
Yeah.
Yet even closed in sleep, my father's eyes are far from blind. He is watching over thee, watching over this world.
I had actually forgotten that Midgardsormr died in the Omega raids. I had forgotten that. Because he did die right, at the end. I had totally forgotten that. Thank you for reminding me, Vrtra.
'Twas a revelation most pleasing that thou, a child of man, had gained Midgardsormr's trust. But alongside mine elation runneth a rivulet of dread.
Oh God, why?
For upon thy life's reel wind too many threads of fate, power, wheel enmeshed with woe.
Back to dictionary.com. Wheel. Well-being, prosperity, or happiness. Okay. So is he saying that like the galaxy, like the star is putting too many eggs in one basket? That like you're a video game protagonist for so many expansions. Like if you die, we're fucked, and that's a problem.
Amidst this tangled knot, shalt know no rest. 'Tis an endless confluence of forces, a struggle without cease. More terrible still is the attrition wrought upon thy companions, as they are swept up in the storm of thine existence.
Yeah, without even being protagonists themselves and having that protection. So he's more concerned for me than for like the world having to rely on me. Oh God, Big Mooney. Papa. Yeah. Reen and former Reen. Archifant. Yeah, to be honest, that's not that many compared to how many could have died.
They will be your strength and your salvation. The hope thou wilt need come the end.
So, I mentioned in my description or my comments notes in the last video that I was wondering how many Final Fantasy IV things would come back. I wonder if they would do something like in the Zeromus fight, where like as you're preparing to fight the final boss, you get like an infusion of, you're about to die and you get an infusion of the power of friendship, basically, but from your dead friends as well, from like, what is it, from Sid and Yang, or not Yang didn't die, but like from, I can't remember exactly who was there, but there were some like ghostly friends there. And so I don't know if they do that again, because we already got that boost at the end of Heavensward, but I do wonder.
Even cowering behind my curtain, I know the suffering of the powerful. I have watched my siblings driven mad by loss. Thus do I exhort thee to spare no effort to keep thy loved ones safe.
So he's partly worried for me, but he's also more so worried for those around me.
Apologies. We hadn't meant to interrupt.
Oh, God, this is... I really hope the whole, like, beware, your friends may all die, and then, like, Alphinaud and Alisaie walk in the room. Like, oh, sorry, what's going on? Like, I really hope that's not Chekhov's gun.
We do have a history of suddenly collapsing, and when you didn't follow us out...
That's a fair point. Thank you, Alisaie.
It is I who must apologize. I have detained your champion overlong with idle chatter.
Yeah, we were just talking about our favorite flavors of ice cream. Totally idle chatter.
Go. At war's end, I pray I welcome thee back into my hall, where together with thy joyful comrades, you may toast your triumph.
Yeah, they know that there's no idle chatter with, like, the ancient dragon ruler of Radz-at-Han. Or maybe there is. Maybe afterwards we can have, like, an Imeric, like, dinner date, except instead of Imeric, it's with... Now I don't think I'm ready to be, like, Shiva 2.0. All right. Alphinaud, let's check in with you, wrap up this quest, and we'll call it for this session. Alphinaud. Our apologies again. I hope I didn't force you to conclude your conversation prematurely. No, I think we're about done. Alisaie. So what were you and Vrtra talking about? Yep, nope, don't worry about it. Nothing? Well, if you say so. The others have gone ahead to the High Crucible. Let's catch up to them. Okay, that's going to be it for me for now. Thank you for watching. Next time I will continue exploring this beautiful city of Radz-at-Han and I will continue with the main story quest. Or did side quests open up even? Not yet, but I'll continue with the main story quest at the least. What's this? Expanding House of Splendors. Maybe that's something I can get. I don't know. I'll check out the rest of this place later. Thanks for watching. See you later. Bye-bye.